You can tell I have a white wall.
Yeah. All right. Is it order recording? All right, guys. Welcome back to Between the Roads of Reality, episode 17. We missed last week, but we're back and better.
Yes.
Um.
Yes.
So a little update. We're 5 subscribers away, Manny, from 600.
I know. I saw it this morning and I was like, I'm about to cry.
And another thing. Our last episode, so episode 15.
16?
Yes, 16. So this is 17. I said 16 earlier. This is actually 17.
Yeah.
Episode 17 is close to 2K views.
16.
Seven,
He said 17. We're on
okay,
F17.
sorry guys.
16.
I'm tired. I came home and went straight to work on switching my PC case. But without further ado, let's get into this episode. All right. So, any updates on life, Manny?
Or, yeah, how about this? You're dyslexic, okay? Because first of all, in the intro, you said 17. We're on 17. 16 is we're at like almost 2,000 views on that one video.
Yeah.
And that video was like, I I don't know what triggered that video the most, like what part of it. I think it was just everything in general, like life, relationships, and then I think it was like that story date that I said,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
That was
I'm not gonna lie. So you guys are gonna see a mess behind me. So like I said, I was just working on the PC case. I was switching it out. I didn't have time to make my
mhm.
bed for this video. Um, because it's Manny's bedtime very soon, 9 p.m.
Nah, I don't work tomorrow.
Oh,
So
there we go. Um, Also, you guys might see some thumbtacks in the walls with the shades, with the curtains. That is because I now have a room that has sun inside. So days that I'm off work, I want to sleep in, and when that's open, the sun hits me right in the face. So that is to keep it from letting sun in my face. It still lets a little
yeah.
bit of light in the room, but it's not the worst thing ever.
Right, right.
Um,
Nice, nice.
So remember how I think back in episode 15 or 14, one of those where I was complaining about my job, because of the
Hmm.
John boats I was lifting out onto the dock. My back still hurts every morning when I wake up. It just,
You stretch. You stretch?
yeah, I stretch and everything. It just crucial. It's like the pain is too much. I'm gonna have a doctor appointment soon. I'm gonna ask my doctor to kind of check on me, if that makes sense.
Hmm. No, yeah, it's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. And another thing, if you are watching the podcast from my streams, from my Twitch, I haven't gone live in such a long time. Um, it's not because I don't want to, just I'm so busy and work has been so stressing and overexhausting lately. I just haven't had time to actually sit behind a fucking computer in front of a monitor and record or stream for like a few hours. I'm just too tired for that. I just want to be at home on my off days and just relax. Um,
Hmm.
Manny, you got a new job, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I got a new job. It's the same field as I always do, just as an automotive technician, just a different company. Um, so I had an interview on Saturday, and then it went really well. And they told me right there and then, it's like, just fill this form out, and then we're good to go. But then yesterday, there's like, I need you to sign these papers and take your drug tests, and then within a few days, we'll call you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. So got a new job now. It's better, extremely better benefits.
How much more does it
Better,
pay?
about 20 an hour.
And were you getting
And
paid?
then
And were you getting what 15 before?
it's like 16.
Oh damn! So you got to really like you got a pay bump.
Yeah. So, and then plus they're putting me in a higher position because of my skills that I got.
Okay.
So now I'll be a level two tech. And basically, I will be in the month or two for a while of doing salary, I mean, of hourly pay. And then after that, I go straight to commission, which
Okay.
every job I do, I make more money.
That sounds fire. Um.
Hmm.
So congrats, Manny. Everyone say congrats to Manny.
Yay.
Now that's step closer to Manny buying a house, more pay, better pay. Is it still
Yes,
biweekly pay or is it weekly now?
it's biweekly. I believe it's biweekly. So I like biweekly better, just because like weekly. At first I was like weekly's nice and all, but I have a feeling. There's a saying is that like if you get paid weekly, your money goes out way too fast. If you get biweekly, you save a lot of money.
That's true. As soon as I get money, that shit's
Yeah,
gone. I make sure
that's what
before
I'm saying.
before I spend money, I take money out so I can put it in a savings. Like I give
Mm-hmm.
it to my grandma and I just have her hold all the cash. Cause
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned it before. She won't give it to me unless it's actually like needed.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I have a job interview for another job next Friday. I'm gonna stay at the park, but I'm only gonna work there weekend.
Okay, that's good.
But it is a photography job, so hopefully I get it. Um, I just won't leave the park now because of the people that work there. I just great people, great
Mm-hmm.
environment. Not great managers. I talked about this before. Except for one, she knows who she is. She actually watched the podcast, that episode that I was talking about that one manager, and she knew exactly who I was talking about. Her and her boyfriend, they both worked there, where they knew exactly who I was talking about,
Uh
and
huh.
and when she told me that she saw it, I told her, I think you're one of the coolest managers here. She goes, yeah, I know, and she just started laughing. We were just laughing. Um, but
Damn,
yeah,
that's awesome.
uh, the thing like now I'm gonna talk less about the park because of the fact that um you know I don't want the possibility of the owner finding out and then suing me for like belittling the park or the employees. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, that's a big thing. I'm not trying to get in trouble.
Well, just
Um,
send it my way. I'll score it away.
but something did happen at work today that doesn't not gonna belittle the park or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm very friendly with almost all the employees there, girls, guys, whatever. And a lot of the girls, we have great conversations. Two of them actually, they work in the gift shop, and they told me that there was this guy, like I heard them talking to each other, to another manager, like they're all freaked out because there was this one guy
Mm-hmm.
that was like a customer or whatever, walking around and kind of stalking them and creeping them out. So I was like, I spent the next maybe half an hour trying to make sure this guy
Mm-hmm.
was gone because
Uh huh.
I didn't want these girls to be in danger or anything. I even went as
Right.
far as like I would go to the parking lot and make sure they got in the car and drove off safely. I went to the parking lot and make sure that guy wasn't there because
Yeah.
one of the girls is very good at reading people, like like
Mm-hmm.
their vibe and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
she was like, "Yo, this guy," and the way he postured himself, the way he spoke, and she was like, "This guy's creepy." Um, and he was wearing like
Dang.
a sleeveless white shirt, not like a tank
Mm-hmm.
top, but like a muscle tee.
Yeah.
And he was like rubbing himself and everything in front of her, not his groin or anything, like
No,
this
no,
guy,
yeah, yeah.
like this.
I know. I'm saying like that's kind of weird. Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's weird.
And when I heard about this, I was like, "Yo, if you need help, like, let me know. I'll feed this guy. I'll feed this guy to the fucking gators."
That's a murder. Just letting you know.
It's also defending someone. No, not. It's funny because the same girl goes, "No, don't do that. You'll give the gator a stomach ache." I'm like, damn, this guy that bad? Oh shit. Um, but yeah, like one of the other girls was telling me, I'm close. Like, me and her have built a good relationship at work. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "Oh, don't worry, I can defend myself and shit." I'm like, "Oh, I trust you. You're Cuban. You're crazy." Um, but yeah, I just like when they left because it was like half an hour before they clocked out, so like 5:30
Yeah.
p.m. I was just making sure that they were safe, the entire time. Cause the way I see myself, and people have said it before, is you know how you have people that give off golden retriever energy.
Yeah.
I give off German Shepherd energy because I'm very
Why?
overprotective.
Oh, I thought you said overweight, but okay.
Oh, what the fuck? No, no, I'm just very overprotective of the people I care about, and just people that are in danger. Um,
Mhm.
especially like these girls. They I like it's just the way this situation sounded was like, oh, these girls are in
Mhm.
danger.
Right, right.
So I was just like, let me just be aware. Like, let me walk around the park and look for this guy, because if I find out who this guy is, I'm gonna might mess him up if he tries. Like, I was, I wasn't gonna like fight him or anything, but it's like if I told him to leave the premises and he said no, then I would have messed him up.
See, that's the thing. Like, it's like I'm not a violent guy. I've never fought anybody. I've never seen myself in a fight. I've always got
I
jumped. I've
find
always got
people. I find people.
I've always got jumped or like stomped or anything like that, but there's this there's this time in Texas. We were with my family and we were like in Houston, and no, not Houston, downtown San Antonio. So we were there and we were just chilling and with the family, walking around, enjoying the nice view and everything. And we came across some homeless dude, and he was acting stupid and trying to do stupid shit around my family, and especially like we have women around.
Yeah.
So, and like I stood there and like I froze, but like in a bad way where like I didn't do anything. I just stand there and do anything. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then I was like in my head, I wanted to clothesline the guy or pick him up, body slam him, and then throw his ass to the water,
Yeah.
and so he can drown, or
Oh.
like put him in chokehold until he passes out or dies, and then throw him in the water. Like I was going through like negative dark
The
things
thing is,
because
for guys that decide, hey, I'm gonna creep on this woman, I think they should be 6 feet under a jail, not in the jail, but 6 feet under.
yeah, and this is towards my family, and I was like I had like dark moments and everything, and like I saw him again, and I was like, I hope he comes back again because I'm ready. I'm ready to knock this skinny guy's ass down. And he was cracked up. He was on drugs, cracked up, everything. I was like, I was just so aggravated. I was so pissed off, dude. Like I've never been that much rage before in my entire life. And I'm a nice dude, and I don't think those things or do all those things. I just like, hey man, like you do anything harm, you do to me, not to them, because like, come on, like you're grown, I'm grown. These are ladies, respect
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
So and it just everyone in general is like anytime when I go out with people, like if there's like a female involved or a male or whoever really, I make sure they're safe and make sure they get home. Like I always tell people like when I met them or whatever, it's like text me when you go home. They're like, why? I just met you. It's like because I want to make sure you get home safely. Because if something happens, it's my responsibility. Even though they're gonna say it's not your fault, and I was like, I get it, but I'm the last person to talk to you and to see as well.
yeah,
So I always do that to everybody. Like even when they're good after work, it was like text me when you go home.
yeah, yeah, for sure. So when it comes to like that, like the guy didn't do anything to me, but if he pissed me off I one thing I've always learned to do is kind of like let go of the past. Like I'm not mad at the managers anymore. I get it.
Hmm.
The day that happened, it was a frustrating day. It was extremely busy. One of the busiest days we had there in a while. So I get
Hmm.
why this manager was like frustrated and screaming at everyone. Um, so here's one thing that I live by, and I'm happy I found this poster. So if you can read up there, that it says "Let that shit go." Because that's also one thing I grew up with. I don't like to hold grudges. Unless
Hmm.
you did something really fucked up to me.
Hmm.
Or anyone that I care about. But it's like, yeah, just let that shit go. The path is the path. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's one thing I love I love living by is don't
Hmm.
don't look at the past. Don't live in the present and don't even worry about the future because whatever happens happens.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true. I agree.
yeah, because you can't worry about what's happening in front of you. You got to worry about the now. You got to worry about uh what's going on in the present time.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's and the thing is that like it's nothing is that so one thing that like reason why I go to therapy is because of that. Like I had so much holding up in my past and I hold up so much of it because like I just own up to it and everything. So when I started going like little by little I start releasing my past, like just start letting go of my past and just forget about it. And I came to realize that like I've stressed so much of like holding the past or holding a grudge against
Yeah,
somebody or someone, and it's like it was just unhealthy. So, and when I went to therapy, it like started going every day, every Monday, every day, and I'm like, dude, like it helped me so much, and
yeah,
I'm like now, I don't worry about what's the future. I don't worry about you know like oh 10 years 20 years no I worry about what's going to happen today, what's going to happen tomorrow when I wake up. Like who knows, like I always say to people, it's like you never know, you could just die in your sleep one day and never wake up, you know. I mean it's sad and like harsh to hear that, but I mean it's the truth really.
yeah.
So it's that, and I agree with you, like agreeing like knowing the present today, not worry about tomorrow because that's the future. You know, worry about your day has how it's going.
Yeah, like there's people. One of my childhood friends, I mentioned him before, Quincy. Um, there was a time where he hung out with the wrong people, and I got
Mm-hmm.
jumped by those people. Quincy was there, but
Damn,
didn't do the jumping. He kind of
it
like
wasn't
stood.
involved.
He stood back. He was in shock because he had no idea what was gonna happen. Um, and for the longest time, I was mad at him for not doing anything. But
Mm-hmm.
at the time, it's like he couldn't do anything because he was so far away watching it happen, and he was in shock. When you're in shock, you're like, your
It
body,
froze.
you're frozen. Your body doesn't know how to react, doesn't know how to move. Um,
Yeah,
yeah. So like, I forgave him for that, and he knows this. I even told him it's not your fault. Even though you knew it was gonna happen, you didn't know when it was gonna happen. I'm not gonna blame you for that because you had no part in it. You tried to tell him
right.
not to do it, and he went ahead with it anyways. Um, so yeah, I forgave him for that. And honestly, I want to have him on the podcast, but like this whole scheduling thing with him is kind of hard. Um, like scheduling someone to be on the podcast is extremely hard because you need to work around their schedule. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's kind of hard. But yeah, just let that shit go. The only thing I want to let go is the person that jumped me. I still despise them to this day. They just did it. They told Quincy like a long time ago. Quincy told me that this person regretted that it happened, that he did it, but he told Quincy that he did it because he was bored. I was like, what the fuck? You're gonna jump someone because you're bored? That doesn't make sense to me. And um, this this person,
Hey,
well, they're built like an ape. And they have the brain inside the one. Um, I'm just saying, like, what in your right mind tells you, hey, let's go beat this person up today?
because I'm bored.
Yeah, right. Because he did the same thing
Hey, hey,
so he did the same thing to another kid days before that. Middle schooler just jumped him because he wanted to.
my God, I don't say I hate people. I despise people who are like that. Like if you want to fight somebody, like go fist to fist, be a man about it. Don't just grab
Yeah.
a whole game and jump somebody. Like that just makes you. Oh, I want to say the word, but I'm not gonna say it because I'm a good fellow. But you're just
Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it.
no, no, no,
He's
no.
a fucking
It's not the,
Neanderthal.
that's not the word I was gonna say. But we'll go with that. We'll go with that. But
um.
it's come on, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. So
You
any
were pissed. I'm sorry. Go, go. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Go, 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 go.
No, go, because I'm gonna change the
I would say,
subject.
you know what pisses me off is that when I'm just gonna bring this up real quick. What pisses me off is when like these kids nowadays, like no disrespect at all, but if you're gonna act tough to somebody who is way older than you, who has experienced that type of those like jumps or beaten downs or whatever, and they grown up and grew and use that as a life lesson or perspective in their life, be aware of who you're going up against because I hate when people do that. Like it's like, dude, you're a kid and you're talking to me who I am 26, 27 years old. I can literally stomp you and you will be in the hospital. Like I'm not an aggressive guy, but dude, like why influence yourself, build yourself such an ego, think you're the shit? That looks awful on you,
Yeah,
man. Like,
yeah.
grow up, be a grown man, be more mature, like everybody else is trying to be. If you can't do that, go on the playground and join those kids
The
because
thing
that's
is
what you
that
are.
the
You're a
kid
kid.
that jumped me, he was one of those kids that looks up to their older brother, and their older brother is a dumbass, way dumber than this person. I'm
Damn.
not gonna talk more about this family, but
Hmm.
it's like this older brother encourages him to do bad shit, and he does it because that's his older brother. Um, but that's it. That's all I'm gonna talk about. Quincy knows who I'm talking about. It's just
I
insane
yeah,
how
I hate
people.
bullies, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate bullies. Like if you got a bully, you guys. So I hear this. If you've never been, I guess to say bully is a life lesson. Do you agree with that or no?
Wait, what?
Bully is a life lesson.
To be a bully is a life lesson, or or being
No,
bullied.
no, being bullied is a life lesson. Like they people say like it's I guess it's like you can use it as a life. So like, oh, I've been bullied like put it this way, I've been bullied all my life, right? Like since I was a kid.
You
And
still are by me.
I
No,
shut up. Bitch. So but this is not
yeah,
bullied.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
this is like love. But the thing is that like, pause. But because I said love. Anyways, it's like I don't know. I heard a saying that like bully is a life lesson. So like as you grow and you're more mature, those bully will look at you now and saying like, oh, I bullied this kid for this amount of years or this amount of time, and he's now a millionaire. He's now owns several companies and several businesses, or he's working good for himself. He's doing good for his
Yeah, that's
life.
bullshit.
And I don't agree with that because people out in the world who've been bullied, been traumatized, and it's hard to use that as a lesson or take that as a lesson because that's not a lesson. That's just harassment. That's just
Yeah,
embarrassing and trying to
yeah.
ruin someone's childhood or at least part life of memory, and it's just awful. Don't bully people, guys. Act mature, be wise with your choices, and if you're getting bullied, stand up for them. Punch them in their mouth, kick them in the groin. Do that.
Anyways, so this past weekend, I did mention in episode 16 that I was going to go visit Brian again, and this past weekend I did.
Yeah, you want to care to share that, Mister? I am broke.
Hey, I had the money saved up on, and I whoa. No, yeah, I had the money saved up, and I still have money from that trip. And it's not hard to save money when you get paid weekly, Manny. Just take out 200 each
No, no,
paycheck.
I wasn't. It wasn't about that, but okay. My mic was muted
Oh,
the whole
I
time,
hate
but
you. I hate
somehow
I hate you so much. We're not bringing that up. We're not bringing that up. Um.
I was talking
Uh.
about the mic. The mic got muted.
Oh. Anyways,
What are we talking about? Bringing it back up.
never mind. Stop. Um. So I. So last time I went to Brian's house and back in January, they did not have another dog. They only had one dog. But then like literally the week after me and Manny left Brian's house, Brian got Andrew a new dog. Um, that dog most adorable thing ever, but also got on your nerve. The puppy, I mean.
Oakley, right? That's his name,
Oakley,
Oakley.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
You can be sitting on the couch and he'll just come up to you and lift up your leg and go under it. Just go through it like it's a loop, like yeah.
Yeah, he's a pup. What do you
No, no,
expect?
no. I'm not saying that's annoying. I love that shit.
Oh,
That's
oh. Okay,
adorable.
okay, okay.
Like you just like
Yeah, it
I
is.
want love, so I'm gonna lift your leg up so you can give me love. Um, but he
It
gets
scared me at first when that happened.
no. He but he gets so jealous. If you pet Gunner, he will run up to you guys, start trying to bite Gunner until you pet him.
What a selfish little dog.
And then you're petting Oakley by himself, and Gunner just like, okay, whatever, I don't care, I'm gonna lay down over here.
Oakley's Brian.
No, dead ass. Oakley's Brian.
Yeah.
No, no.
No, no. Gunner is Brian.
Gunner is Brian.
Oakley is
Oakley is
Andrea.
Andrea. Um,
Wow, they see this episode and we say about that. Hey,
no,
it's
it's funny because I brought that up in
yeah.
front of them that their personality is like that,
Oh,
and Brian was like I'm Gunner. Oakley's Andrea.
wow.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, like it was a nice little trip. Then Saturday, we went to St. Petersburg to catch a Tampa Bay Rays game. 'Cause we love
Oh, how was
baseball.
that?
It was great. We went obviously to support the Giants, not the Rays. We don't like the Rays. I'm totally joking. Um, no, it's one of my family friends plays for the Giants, so we got free tickets to go to the game. Which
Nice.
Andrea was all about it until she kind of realized it's almost a 2-hour drive up there. She goes, "If your mom didn't get this ticket, I would have never gone." I'm like, "Come on,
I still would.
just enjoy this little road trip."
Right, I would enjoy it. I've probably been sleeping, but
Yeah, I fucking drove 3 hours up there to go see you guys. The least you can do is be in a car for an hour and 40 minutes to go see a game.
no facts. Yeah, they
um,
had me flying up there for an hour and a half. No, sorry, 3 hours delaying my flight.
um, but yeah,
Freaking-
I had a lot of fun. Then we went out Saturday night. So we went from St. Petersburg to Tampa, which there's a city in Tampa called Ybor City. I'm gonna
Where'd
plug.
you go?
I'm gonna plug Ybor City because I love that place. That is a nice little city. And then we went to
Never been
a
there.
bar. You should go there. Next time you we go to Brian, we're going there.
All right, bet.
But yeah, we went to this bar called Coyote Ugly, which I'm sure like a bunch of the world has heard of. Um, because
Not the movie.
there was a movie based off the bar. Yeah,
Oh,
it wasn't the one in Ybor City, but it was because it used to be like I think it's a chain of bars now.
oh, okay,
But
okay,
the
okay.
original one inspired a movie called Coyote Ugly.
Nice.
Um,
It's a good film.
have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's inspired by that
Yeah.
bar.
Hmm.
So
Awesome.
if you guys haven't seen Coyote Ugly, it's a musical about a bunch of bartenders who they get on the bar and dance and sing and entertain the crowd, and the actual bar that you go to is the same thing. The girls would get on the bar, dance for you, sing, and perform. But I got fucked up that night. I got fucked up. We had so much fun that trip.
Yeah.
Then Sunday was more of a slow day where we just like where Brian made breakfast and we went out to eat. So Brian and Andrea, well Andrea actually not Brian. Andrea loved Buffalo Wild Wings. So,
Uh,
Brian told me that because of Andrea because she loves Buffalo Wild Wings, the nearest one to them is 40 minutes away in Kissimmee. So they drive to Buffalo Wild Wings maybe once a week or every once in a while. I'm like,
oh,
Andrea, there's wings closer to the house. It's like
literally.
I was like, don't you remember when Buffalo Wild Wings announced their boneless wings were fake? And she goes, no, but they're probably real now. I'm like, I still want to go, but if you want to go, fuck it, let's go. Um, yeah, but Friday is probably the worst day, mainly because uh Brian had to go into work. The guy that was gonna cover
Hmm.
for him decided to be like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. So Brian had to go
Damn.
in, and Andrew worked that day, so I would do that at their house, just like playing on the Switch and watching Netflix all day. Um,
Mm.
until of course Andrew finished working, and then me and her went to go eat Chipotle. Um, but yeah, I think the best day was probably Saturday. Oh, also Friday night. Andrew went live on Instagram. And me and her were getting a little tipsy. We were just drinking the simply
Simply seltzers.
yeah, the simply seltzers. They're
Yeah.
good. The only one I didn't like was the kiwi one. That one's bleh, tastes like medicine.
Ew.
Yeah, the best one was probably the mango one. That shit was fire.
Ooh.
Then
Can't
again,
go wrong with mango, really.
huh?
I don't think you can go wrong with mango when it comes to alcohol.
That or just mangoes in general. It's like food or anything. It's also kind of biased with the fact that I'm Dominican.
I'm Colombian, so
Chill Colombians, any Hispanics love mangoes, or Caribbeans
I
and
be
South Americans.
imagine they comment said that like, in the comments down below they say they like I don't like mangoes
No, I
and they're
mean
Hispanic.
I've met Dominicans. I know Dominicans that don't like mango. I know it's
I
weird.
mean,
I'm like, you're not a real Dominican.
how about you don't like how about you're allergic to bananas?
Yo, so I've been finding out a lot of things I'm allergic to. So, um, I don't know if the camera's gonna
Do you
pick it
have a
up.
rash?
Not a rash, but it's the light's too bright. But I think you
Mm.
can kind of see it.
Oh, I see a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So I'm allergic to the sun, and I've always gotten these little dots, which are I found out now are hives. From the sun. I'm allergic to the sun.
Mhm.
I was like, what the fuck? I live in South Florida where it's hot as fuck, and I'm allergic to the sun. Great. Um, and then I've always eaten bananas, but every time I eat a banana, my ears and my throat get itchy. So then I searched it up last week. I was like, why? Because I was curious. I was like, why? How come every time I eat bananas, my throat and ears get itchy? It's like, oh, you're allergic to bananas. I was like, what the fuck? What am I not allergic to? Cause
That's everything else.
everything I do, I break out in hives. It's not like a bad allergy reaction to where like my throat closes and I would fucking die.
Yeah.
It's just like I just break out in hives. Like right now,
That's
I have hives right here on my chin from the sun, and then under my under my bottom lip, I have sun damage.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, I just put a lotion on it at night before I go to bed on my arms and everywhere that's affected. This is going down a little bit. It's just giving me a lot, like a bad case of dry lips.
Mm.
Um, and the unfortunate thing is that I did have like a little tube of Vaseline for like the lips and stuff and the face
Yeah.
that I left at Brian's house.
Shocking.
But shout out to Gold Bond. Not a you know what? Not a plug, but it's a lotion that Shaquille O'Neal once used to be sponsored
I think he
by.
still does.
Huh?
I think he still does.
Yeah. Okay, probably. But
I believe so, yeah.
this one is dry skin relief for diabetics, and everyone knows I'm diabetic, so this helps out. Um,
Nice.
yeah. I think today we've had a decently lengthy episode. Um,
Use your words.
I was just trying to find a better word, like a better way to phrase it. Decent,
Yeah.
a decent episode today. Kind of another, life update. Uh, we don't know when we're gonna have another guest on because every time we want to have a guest.
Oh,
Oh, oh,
I don't know. I don't know. I'm in the process right now. I may have two special guests next weekend. So I may. I'm still trying to finding answers and their schedule as well too. So just letting y'all know, okay? If not, then it's more likely just me and Alex. But right now, just It's just me and Alex at the moment, but I'm trying to get these two guys that I have. They're really good buddies of mine. They've been asking to be on the podcast. I'm like, hey,
Whoa,
let me
whoa,
know.
whoa! Your
And they're
cam,
like, let's do it. I was like, okay.
your camera's out of focus.
So, oh my bad. I've been moving too much.
Actually, no. I
So
think it's like lag.
might be. Oh, because I've been moving. Like that's why. So I move around. Like that's why it's like trying to focus.
It's totally coming
Because when
back.
I move, okay, okay. Um, so well, y'all know what I look like. It's pretty. I'm kidding. Anyways, but I may have two special guests, but like I said, I'm still finding out the works of it and see how it goes. I will for sure keep you updated. I may need your assistance, Alex,
Okay.
for
And
some
listen, I
few
can't wait for
things.
whatever guests you bring on because so far all the guests that we've had were kind of my guests.
Yeah. These two, this is gonna if we bring them to, hopefully, this
What's
is
up with
gonna
your
be
internet,
one.
bro?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's good on my side, but it's probably bad on your
It
side
is.
because you're blurry to me. You're blurry to me.
Oh.
Like super blurry. It's like the 1990s loading screen on the TV.
Oh.
That's how blurry it is. So, but yeah, we'll keep you guys updated. For sure, I'll keep you updated as well too, Alex, because I want these guys to come in because they're super, super cool. This is gonna be a good episode.
All right. All right. We will see
So,
you guys next week, and
yes, sir.
hopefully sooner because I do want to start doing the extra content that we wanted to do for our channel.
Ooh. Guys, by the way, I forgot to mention before I sign up, I've been streaming since Friday. I didn't stream Saturday. I did, but I suck at the audio. So my
I'm on
Twitch
vacation. This
will
guy's
be
fucking
in the
texting me.
link.
Hey, how do I fix this?
I was texting him. I was texting him because like, what am I doing? I need your help. Like, call me. Like, I'm just freaking the hell out. And I fixed it like half hour into the stream. I'm like, oh, there it goes.
No,
And
you
so
fixed
yeah,
it because
guys,
I told you what to do.
yeah. And then now I had the same issue again.
All right, guys. We'll see
So,
you next
but yeah.
week, and we hope you enjoyed this episode. Peace out.